Hello friends, today we will be starting with studies on column base. So column base are the structural elements which transfer the load to the foundation. Column base transfer the load to the foundation. Now column base spreads the load over a wider area. Column base spreads the load over a wider area so that intensity of pressure is within the limits. Now there are two basic types of column base. So first, slab base. Second, gusseted base. First, today we will be starting with studies on slab base. So slab base are basically used for smaller loads. Say loads something like 1000 kilonewtons. They transfer the load to the base plate through bearing action. Transfer load to the base plate by bearing action. Now let us try to draw a typical drawing of an column base. Suppose this is the column. This column, so whatever the edges I have shown, these are the flanges. This rests on base plate, and ultimately this base plate rests on a slab, a concrete slab or a concrete foundation. So load from column, first they are transferred to the base plate, from base plate they are transferred to the slab. Now how to connect them? So basic connection between column and base plate, it is made by providing cleat angles like this. Now these cleat angles, they are connected to the flanges. Now I need to connect these cleat angles to the to the base plate and column, and that is done by providing anchor bolts. So here this is the column, this is the cleat angle, this is the base plate, and this is the concrete base. Usually this is an RCC concrete base. Now let us try to draw a top view of this. This is the top view of the concrete base. Now first, when you see from the top, you will see this I section. This I section rests on the base plate, and this base plate also supports clit angles. So this is the I section, these are the clit angles, base plate, slab base. Now let us show the bolts. So these bolts, they are seen here. These bolts, they are called as anchor bolts. They help to anchor the whole system to the concrete. Now let us try to take the design steps. Design of slab base. Design consists of finding design consists of finding size and thickness of base plate and concrete base. Size and thickness of both the things. So step 1. Size of base plate. Now if you look at this diagram, how loads are transferred, just understand the things once again. Load from the column, they are transferred to the base plate, and load from the base plate, they are transferred to the soil below. Hence, size of this concrete base, it depends on SBC of the soil. Size of this base plate, it depends on load carrying capacity of the concrete, and its thickness, it depends on bending moment criteria. Now first let us finalize the size of the base plate. First, in that first step, find bearing capacity of concrete, and that is given by 0.45 FCK, where FCK is characteristic strength of concrete. Next, area of base plate, small l into small b, and that is given by PU, factor load, divided by 0.45 FCK. Next, finalize size of base plate. For economy, keep the projections on both sides same. So if you look at this diagram, this base plate projects outside the I section. So I am going to keep this projection and this projection as same for economy and easy of construction. Now second step, thickness of base plate. Step 2. Thickness of base plate. First, find intensity of upward pressure, that is W is equal to Pu divided by area of base plate provided. Second step, minimum thickness of base plate TS. TS is equal to 2.5 W into A square minus 0.3 B square into gamma m naught divided by Fy whole raised to 1 by 2. It means it is under root greater than Tf, where Tf is flange thickness, W is upward pressure. Step 3, concrete base design. First, area of concrete base, and that is given by total load divided by SBC, and total load is working load, that is P, plus self weight, 10% of load P, that is assumed. Next, thickness of concrete base, and that is finalized on 45 degrees load dispersion. So these are the design steps. We'll be taking up design problems based on this. Thank you.